Okay, so it's no surprise to any and everyone. First person tutor speaking, right? Once you see this color tie, then yeah, first person tutor here. Now, allow me to pull the blinds. There we go, right? So this is all the information you're ever going to need, right? I'm hoping that, okay, good. Oh, look at that. A good perspective there, right? So again, oh, yeah, there's all right. So a lot has happened, and you're probably noticing I have August 30 and 31 here, but September here. Anyway, August 29 will be the first day I'll be doing my Freebie Fridays, which basically means every Friday is going to be free. And if you are satisfied and impressed with what you've seen me do, then you leave me a review, and I'll show you how to leave me a review at the end of the class as well. Right? So just putting that out there. Also, you're not paying for the Friday, because if you were paying for the Friday, it would be 9,000 a week. But you know, honoring that commitment, it would only be 6,000 a week, right? And I am aiming to teach PEP and CSET mathematics, right? Also English language for PEP as well, right? So just putting all that information out there, right? What is this about? The Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Okay, so let me help you with that. For the WhatsApp button, you go to Facebook to send me a message on Facebook. No, for the Google form to sign up for the class, that will be the Instagram link, right? So I will copy the Google form, post it in the Instagram link. You go to that page, you click on the link, and you just fill out what is there. If there's any question you have, you can always reach out to me, right? Then the YouTube is what will hold the WhatsApp channel. Now, the channel is how I will essentially update everybody as to when I'm going live. So whenever I'm doing a live stream, you can go to the WhatsApp channel to be notified of that. So as soon as the live, as soon as I go live, I will drop that link in the channel so that everybody can see. And the minute that you all see, you can just join the live from there. Right? So you only really need to be in the channel just to find out when I'm going live. And I'm usually going live on a Friday, which is the Freebie Friday. Right? So yeah. So hopefully everything come full circle, right? Hopefully all this information is, useful and pretty straightforward, right? So just, yeah. And again, if there's any other question, grade 4 to 6 for PEP, grade 7 to 11 for those doing CSEC mathematics, or just those that are struggling with mathematics in school, whatever the purpose is, right? Grade 4 to 6, grade 7 to 11. And for the adults who are tired of doing the exam over and over and over, and you still get the 4 or you still get the 5, and you don't understand why you're not passing, then again, you can reach out to me, right? So if you're on this page, you know where to be, right? Um, yeah, I made some videos using this so I can just, yeah. I mean, really and truly, I should blur this out just so that you don't know what I'm about to write. But, you've seen me do that already. So I'm not even going to, yeah. I think we'll waste anybody time with that. So yes. So the first day that I will be doing the Freebie Fridays will be August 29, and I will maintain that tradition throughout the entire year. Right? Every Friday will be free. No, I will have to announce the time that I'm going to do that. Chances are it will be maybe a little bit after 4, right? Yeah. I'll do that just to be on the safe side so that we know, okay, yeah, that will be the time, the correct time. But I will definitely give you the update where that's concerned. Yeah. So I feel like I've explained everything very well. I feel so, right? So again, any questions that you have for me, go to this page and it takes you to the WhatsApp button. Also remember this, anything that you want to find, you go to the Facebook page, the featured section will have 6 videos. Those 6 videos will show you how to navigate everything, how to find the WhatsApp channel, how to message me on WhatsApp, how to find me on YouTube, how to find the Google form using Instagram, how to find a WhatsApp channel using YouTube. So how to do these three, in addition to any other questions you have, all of that will be found in the featured section, right? So no less than 6 videos, right? And each one will address different questions that you might have for me. And I'll ensure to answer all of them in the featured section. So if you have any questions, this is the perfect page to answer every single one of those questions, right? So just letting you know. And this will take you to everything. Yeah. And, you know, being a man of my word, I created a real edition of the video. So I'm going to have to turn down the brightness on my phone a little bit here. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, see? So I'm going to try and post this video, right, for you to see, right? Let me see the other version. Oh, see? So this is a 16 by 9. So this is an x-axis. And this is a y, right? So this would be more Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? This will be a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And then this one now, yeah, this can be, you know, this can be TikTok. It can be a TikTok, can be, well, usually YouTube and Facebook. YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok for this. So this is FYT, and this is FIT. So either FIT or FYT. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry. I was wondering if I was hallucinating or if you know what I'm recording on is actually shaking up and down. Anyway, yes. So I'm hoping that all of this information is straightforward. I really hope so. Right. So again, you have a choice. You can come to the Friday classes, right? And again, you have a choice. All right. I will say it like this. I will say it like this. If you're only coming to the Friday classes, leave me a review at the end of the week, right? So, yeah. So if you're only coming to Friday classes, leave me a review at the end of the week, right? That's one. But if you are attending the full cohort, meaning the 6,000 per week for the class, then you can leave me that at the end of the month, right? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build the credibility so that people understand that I want to hear from you how well I am doing in terms of preparing your children for life. Because I don't want you to do mathematics just to pass an exam. I want you to understand it at its core so that when you're navigating the questions, you know, oh, I know how to reason out this, right? Because you have a perimeter, you have this plus this plus this plus this. So you know that L plus W is 1L plus 1L plus 1W plus 1W, and you group like terms, right? So if you have two L's, then that's 2L. You have two W's, you have 2W, 2L plus 2W, that's your perimeter for a rectangle, right? Because a lot of times, students get left behind and they don't understand what. I remember when I was being taught how to deal with the area and the perimeter of rectangles, triangles, and all of the 2D figures. And they just assumed that you knew the information. A lot of it wasn't really taught. It was just assumed, I showed you this already, so you should know. A lot of assumptions were made about what students really knew from what they didn't. And a lot of that, you can blame it on the teachers being overworked and all of those things. And those issues I address on Boss Man Teaching. So that's for a different page on a different day. But for here, we are addressing the problem, right? So on Boss Man Teaching, I speak about the problem. This is where I address the problem by being the solution, right? Being the solution for me. I'm trying to be the teacher for your students that I wish I had for me. Right? So that's pretty much what this is about. Right? So yeah. Hopefully this is the most I'm hoping that this is the most straightforward I can ever be about describing how my mode of operations is going to be. Right? So finding me here, you can go to the featured section. finding me here, go to the featured section, finding me here. Anywhere you want to find me, go to the Facebook, go to the featured section. It shows you everything you can't miss. You absolutely cannot miss, right? Cannot miss. And then for those who want to continue learning from me for free, you just support the page, right? Whether you're on any of the pages, you can, it doesn't matter, right? The WhatsApp, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, doesn't matter. Join them all. And you can encourage other people. Feel free, any links that you see me sharing, you can share that to anybody, right? So if you see me posting something, you can share it in your WhatsApp status. Feel free to do that, right? Feel free to do that. So if you see my Facebook link, my YouTube link, my Instagram link, whatever, it doesn't matter where you see me on Wi-Fi, right? I don't know if you, maybe I'll take a video to explain that. So you know what? Why not do it here? Why not do it now? Right? I think I can clear this part, don't it? I think I can. Right? I feel confident that I can do that. I feel so. I feel so. Right? So I'm going to try and reveal the magic, right? So we have a W, a Y. There we go. Hold on. Let's see how much of this I can fit here without it. All right. Yeah, oh, just so that, okay. So I want to say one more thing while I'm doing this video, right? The way that my classes look is exactly like this. So for example, if I want a student to answer a question, I'll write the question on the board and then I'll have them go and attempt the question, you know, that they just wrote off or whatever it is. And I will blur the board like this so I can continue answering the question without showing them the answer, right? And then now, what we'll do is when they're done with theirs and I'm done with mine, I will show my side of the answer and see if it lines up with theirs. So this is a fun way that we can interact with each other and engage and say, did you get the same answer as me? So we're kind of competing and having fun. And at the same time, if they didn't get the same answer, they're like, oh, I almost got it. And you're like, don't worry about it. That's why we practice, right? So this is one of the ways. So just so you know how the classes look something like this, right? So I will blur the board if I don't want them to see what I'm doing. And then when I'm done now, I can reveal what I've done in order to. So I show better than I can tell, right? So you soon see exactly what I'm talking about, right? So now it's time for the big reveal. So let's go and do this. Ah, you see? Right? And if I wanted to change the color, I could always do that. So that's the meaning of Wi-Fi, right? So you should be able to find me on any of these, right? You can find me on the WhatsApp channel, YouTube channel, the Facebook page, Instagram page, TikTok page. Matters not, you can find me, right? So there you go. I'm hoping that even this video, you can leave me a review about it, right? So you can let me know, oh, how, how transparent was I in this video? How easy was it for you to understand what you need to do to work with me in terms of signing up for classes? What time, did I give you all the information you needed? Did I leave a stone unturned? You can leave me a review right over here. And on this page, you can find out how to leave me a review and you'll leave me the review. So, yes, So you can find me anywhere over here if you're interested in these classes, right? You join me on Fridays for free. It will be a live stream, right? So I'm giving you a heads up. It's going to be a live stream. So therefore, I mean, if you want it to be a little bit more private, no, I can always arrange that at a different time. All right. So what we could do is we do the live stream, and then if you want to do a little private one-on-one thing or whatever it is, even though it wouldn't necessarily be a one-on-one, more than likely there are going to be too many people for me to do that. So yeah, it's probably going to be a group if I'm going to do that. So that's it. That is all. I don't think there's anything else I think I've exhausted all the possibilities, right? All of the things that I want to share. So again, if you're having a problem finding me, right? Feel free to type what I am writing on what I'm going to put a tick beside. So I'm going to put a tick beside and I'm going to make sure it's red so you can see. So type that here and here. I should be the first thing that you see. You can also do that here as well. I should be the first thing that you see anyway. So you can primarily YouTube and Facebook, and of course, also here and there. So again, thanks for helping me to stay consistent. And as I always tell you, honor your commitments and be not alarmed when I say die when you die, because discipline is everything when you do it every time. So again, don't be shy. Leave me a review.